How You Gonna Stop It is the debut album from Mating Ritual. We are joined by Ryan from the band. Welcome back to San Francisco.
Thank you for having us.
And thank you for playing that song for us.
Yeah.
It was a nice teaser for people for the upcoming album, true?
Yes. I mean, that song was released as a single, and it's going to be on the second half because we just released Volume 1 last week, which is the first 6 songs. I chose to do it in 2 because modern listening, there's so much music coming out right now that it really helps if you can digest things in smaller paces. But I wanted to have a complete idea, so both sides are done, and the second side will have that song on it.
What was the idea or overall concept when writing the music, in terms of the themes?
To be honest, I don't really have themes when I write. Like, I don't have an overarching theme. Each song has a theme within itself. But for the most part, I try to steer clear of like concept albums right now. Maybe, who knows? Maybe next time it'll be all about Canadian butt rock.
Well, here we go again.
You have the 2 different volumes. Was this all in one sitting or one writing session, so to speak?
No, not per se. Some of the songs came in similar times, but I work in TV and film a lot, and I write for TV and film quite often. And so I almost view that as my day job, and it's not necessarily creatively fulfilling. And so this was my creative outlet while all of that was happening.
Yeah.
So no, I wouldn't say it was the same session. And like, I've been trying to not view them as EPs because that bums me out because I'm like, no, it's an album. It really is. I'm trying to adapt. So it's because what was really fun about it is while they weren't written at the same time, I made sure in the sequencing and the production and the mixing and the sounds that everything tells us a sonic story. And so to get from track 1 to track 8, even though track 8's on the second volume, you need to have listened to the first 6 tracks to really understand the context of what's going on there. And it was a lot of fun because I got to both do it as a full album like I would normally and try to make 2 volumes work standalone. So it was a little bit extra puzzle for me.
Now, the name Mating Ritual is very curious because it was born out of a conversation with your brother, from what I understand, where you were talking about how technology and the way that dating works nowadays is kind of a detriment to the way you approach relationships, or something along those lines.
No, you got it. You probably said it better than I did.
What exactly is your experience in terms of these apps or modern technology affecting your dating?
So for me, I don't like dating. Dating's not really my thing for the most part. And these apps have made casual sex such a popular thing. And that's not something that I'm inherently interested in. And so just living in that world was something that was really bugging me. It didn't deter me or anything. It was just like an annoyance that I was having.
So you didn't find it easier? You didn't find it, as a lot of the people talk about the benefits of these apps and those kind of things, that, oh wow, you find a better match, or you have a better foundation to work with, or those kind of things?
I would love to meet those people. None of my friends have that opinion.
What has the worst experience been? I mean, I feel like...
like I said, I don't date very often. It turns me off to the whole thing. Like, I've had 2 girlfriends in the past 5 years.
Wow.
And so it's like, I'll date in between, but I don't use apps for that very reason. I don't like...
So you haven't used them in a while?
No, I haven't. I've had a girlfriend now for almost 2 years. And so the apps in general, to me, you lack this human connection. There's something that, you are talking to them, but you're talking to the best version of somebody.
Yeah.
And that's not necessarily who I want to talk to. You send, whatever I don't know what they're called now, Bumble or whatever.
Tinder, Bumble, League. Yeah, there's so many.
What was the last one?
The League.
Yep.
Those are for the upper middle.
I think that's an FX show, so that's all I know it is. But no,
there's a celebrity-driven one too. I think Amy Schumer is part of it.
Unfortunately, one of my friends can't stop talking about it.
Oh yeah.
I got an invite to this, and I love this app. Blah.
Oh.
And that's good for him. But I like talking to someone in the moment.
So your girlfriend you met normally, you didn't go through.
Yeah, we met. Our meeting was very precarious, but that's a different conversation.
We appreciate your time, and thanks again for playing for us.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me. And
yes, it is Ryan from Mating Ritual. You're watching B-Sides on Air.